Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, very good. How are you?
I'm
Good.
doing well. Congratulations on the film. Welcome to TIFF.
Ah, thank you.
So with project that you're working on with this one, I I was thrown off by it when I first saw the first trailer. I was like, this looks insane, but it looks so much fun. So my first question is for the director. What was your approach to this story? Because you wrote it, you directed it, you had such interesting characters, and you also had such interesting visuals with it. But what was it initially that is like, this is the project I want to kind of undertake, and then this is the cast I wanted to approach with it? I was curious what came up to your inception of this?
음,
어떻게 아이디어를 처음 하셨고, 난 이
음,
이야기를 하고 싶다, 이
어,
배우를 캐스팅하고 싶다,
어.
이렇게 하게 되셨는지.
Okay, your question is long, right? So, okay. So, 제가 액션 영화를 굉장히 전 작품이 끝나고 나서 액션 영화를 굉장히 하고 싶어서 이런저런 글을 쓰고 지우고 글을 쓰고 지우고 하다가 기사를 하나 봤어요. 어떤 2017년도에 한국에서 필리핀으로 도망간 범죄자들 갖다가 형사들이 가서 잡아서 한국으로 이송한 실제 사건이 있었습니다. 그 사건을 보고 이 이야기가 원래 감옥으로 들어가면 끝인데 이게 끝이 아니고 시작이면 얼마나 드라마틱한 일들이 일어날까라고 생각이 돼서 이 글을 갖다 이 울프헌팅을 갖다가 시작하게 됐고요. 여기까지. 네.
So after I finished, I wrapped my last film. I had a real desire to want to shoot an action film next. And what happened was that I actually came across an article from back in 2017, a story about Korean criminals who had fled to the Philippines being transferred back by detectives who were bringing them back. And I thought that story would end after the criminals are put away in jail, but I actually started to think about what if that was the beginning of the story instead, and
Ooh,
then I let my imagination go that way.
that's
Also,
awesome.
so 원래 이 약간 포스트 휴먼, 그다음에 SF 액션 이런 걸 되게 좋아하는데 아직 한국에서는 너무 SF로 가게 되면 관객들이 받아들이기 힘들 것 같아서 원래 하이퍼 리얼리티 영화들 해왔는데 요번엔 좀 더 하이퍼 리얼리티로 가고 정말 이 이미지적으로 표현을 갖다 제대로 해야겠다. 그리고 좀 더 어떻게 보면 스릴러적인 측면보다는 액션의 측면을 강하게 해야겠다라고 생각을 해서 전체적인 구조를 짜게 됐습니다.
So I'm actually very interested in sci-fi action and post-human characters and aspects. But in Korea, I thought that if I made the film a little bit too sci-fi, then it might not be received all that well. And so
Mhm.
I added hyper reality action elements into the film, more so than a thriller, more action than thriller. And so I thought about those things when I was constructing the overall structure of the film.
그래서 글을 쓰게 됐고 캐릭터들 갖다 만들었는데 종두라는 캐릭터를 만든 다음에 이 역할을 갖다 누가 제일 잘할 수 있을까 생각을 하다가 서인국 배우가 떠올랐고 서인국 배우한테 책을 줬는데 정말 운이 좋게도 너무 캐릭터를 좋아하고 이 울펀팅을 좋아해줘서 같이 하게 됐어요. 그리고 이 캐릭터보다도 시나리오를 보시면 알겠지만 시나리오를 써주는 캐릭터보다 훨씬 더 매력적이고 진하게 표현을 해줘서 정말 감사하고
So after I created the character of Jong-Du, I was thinking about who could best portray this character, and I thought of Seo In-Guk. And when I gave him the script, thankfully he really liked both the story and the character, and so he was able to take it on. And I thought that, and his portrayal, I think, is actually he made the character even more amazing and attractive than what was actually on the page. That was Seo In-Guk's doing.
그리고 다현이 캐릭터는 일단은 원래 정동현 배우를 알고 있었고 똑같아요. 약간 이 책을 갖다가 준비를 하는데 너무 이 정동현 배우가 리얼리티하고 액션이고 이런 장르를 갖다 하고 싶다는 얘기를 듣고 미팅을 하게 됐고 정동현 배우가 되게 어그레시브하게 이 작품을 갖다가 하고 싶다. 배우라고 생각을 했고 저도 역시 되게 원래 좋아했던 배우이기 때문에 같이 하는 게 너무 좋았고 정말 준비를 많이 하고 진짜 기존에 갖고 있던 이미지를 갖다가 바꿀 정도로 진짜 다시 데뷔하는 느낌으로 되게 잘해주고 제가 생각하는 거 이상으로 정소연 배우도 많은 변화를 주면서 표현을 갖다 너무너무 책에 있는 약간 플랫한 것조차도 굉장히 입체적으로 표현을 되게 잘해줬던 것 같습니다. 그래서 되게 감사하고 있습니다.
For for the character of Taehyun, I already, of course, knew of Jung So-min, and I had heard that she actually wanted to try an action film and a hyper real action film like this, and so she was incredibly enthusiastic. And she prepared a lot to a point where she changed, you know, what her usual image, what she's used to doing. She went way beyond that, way beyond even my imagination of what the character could be. Even elements of the character that I thought could end up being a little bit flat on the page, she actually performed so well that she did better than I imagined. I'm very thankful for her for that.
Thank you for answering those questions. I'm sorry you were so elaborate. So I'm going to make it one question. I'm going to ask both of the actors. Congratulations, first off. But with your characters, what was most challenging? The physical preparation and training, or trying to connect through your character so that the audience could really receive what you're trying to portray? What was the most challenging for you?
제일 어려우셨던 건 입체적인 트레이닝이 더 힘드셨는지 아니면 그런 것 더.
네, 정두 캐릭터 같은 경우는 일단 그 순수 악에 대한 어떤 표현이 사실 찾기가 좀 어려웠던 부분이 있죠. 사실 뭐 피지컬이나 뭐 외모적인 부분은 분장으로 했었고, 그리고 어떤 무리의 우두머리에 젊은 우두머리로 보여지는 모습에서는 어떻게 표현하는 게 좋을까라고 했었을 때 뭐 운동하고 뭐 살을 찌우고 타투를 하고 이런 분장 이런 것들은 사실 어려운 것보다는 좀 재미있는 과정이고 그 안에 들어왔었을 때 어떤 뭐 살인을 저질렀을 때 어떤 나쁜 그 악한 행동을 했었을 때 그 감정 표현이 사실 굉장히 어려운 작업이라고 저는 생각을 하고 이게 정말 그 사람의 본질이라고 해야 될까요? 본능? 그 사람이 가지고 있는 그 원초적인 그 모습들? 네, 그런 모습들에 대한 그 접근을 이제 감독님이랑 현장에서도 계속 얘기를 하고 물론 촬영 들어가기 전부터도 계속 얘기를 했었지만 촬영 들어가고 얘기를 하고 그런 부분에서 이제 서로가 만족할 수 있는 씬들이 굉장히 초반에 나오고 그런 감정들이 빨리빨리 찾게 돼서 사실 막 엄청나게 어려웠던 부분들보다는 굉장히 즐거웠던 부분들이 더 많이 있죠.
So I think that the fact that he's really pure evil was really the hardest part. I mean, physically, you know, you can work with costuming and makeup, and I bulked up a bit, so I trained and I bulked up, and there are tattoos and stuff like that. So physically, portraying what it would be like for a certain character to be the young head of a criminal pack, like, you know, those elements were kind of more fun than difficult. What really was difficult was portraying the emotional being, the emotional state and changes of when he does evil things and he murders people and stuff like that. How to portray that was more difficult because I felt like those elements were really fundamental to the character of Jong-Du. So even before the shoot started, I met with and spoke with the director a lot about how we could show that better. And so it wasn't, I wouldn't say that the experience was difficult. Even the process of working with the director on that character emotional element of it was still enjoyable.
만약에 저보고 이제 살을 빼라고 했다라면 그게 가장 어려웠던 작업이
If he had told me to lose weight, I think that would have been very difficult.
천만다행히.
Thankful that he did not ask me that.
저는 같은 경우는 저 역시 어떻게 보면 피지컬리 어려운 부분이 있었다기보다는 그러니까 액션은 오히려 굉장히 즐거운 작업이었고 다현이라는 인물을 입체적으로 그려내는 작업이 저한테도 되게 큰 미션이었거든요. 일단 첫 번째로는 이렇게 배 안에서 일어나는 그 시간은 굉장히 짧은데 다현이가 살아온 인생은 굉장히 또 길기 때문에 그걸 어떻게 그 짧은 시간 안에 녹여내서 또 그 현장에 있게 만드느냐가 저한테 굉장히 큰 챌린지였고, 네, 그 작업이 어려웠지만 굉장히 행복하고 즐거웠습니다.
So more so than the physical elements of the film, I actually think that training for action sequences, those things were actually quite enjoyable. But the difficult part was how to portray the character as a fully fleshed out character, because of course her life and her life leading up to her time on the ship, you know, there are a lot of things happen in a full history, but her time on the actual boat is quite short. And so trying to think about how to have her exist in her fully fleshed out state on the boat, that was more the difficult challenge about portraying the character.
Yeah. And then I guess, well, first off, I enjoyed the film and I can't wait to see what you're going to do next, all of you. But this film is now, it's like everybody is seeing it at TIFF, they're talking about it. How does this moment feel for all of you on an individual level? Like, the film is certifiably successful, but even deeper than that, like now it's like, you know, there's a claim behind it, but how does this moment feel for all of you individually? And that's my final question.
개인적으로 지금 느낌이 영화제에서 많은 분들이 보시고 한국에서도 이제 반응이 좋고 이런 것에 대한 지금 그냥 지금의 상황 느낌?
It's like a dream. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. I don't wanna wake up. Yeah. For a long time, I think like 2023 March until March, like I don't wanna wake up this dream, and then I wanna prepare next film. It's my wish. Yes.
지금 이제 늑대사냥 많은 분들이 지금 좋아해 주시고 되게 기대 많이 해주시고 사랑해 주시는데, 이런 일들이 저한테도 굉장히 좋고 기분이 좋고, 그리고 이런 일들이 굉장히 오랫동안 지속됐으면 좋겠어요. 네, 계속 오랫동안 늑대사냥을 많은 분들이 사랑해 주시고 계속 찾아주시고 지금처럼 네, 굉장히
Yeah, the audiences are showing a lot of love and support, and I'm very happy about that. I just hope that this state it's long lasting, this kind of response. I hope it lasts.
It will.
Thank you.
이제 연기하고 늑대사냥 촬영할 때는 전혀 생각지도 못한 일들이 또 이렇게 많이 생기고 하는 거에 있어서 이제 깜짝 선물 같은 기분이 드는 것 같아요.
Because things that I couldn't have imagined would happen are happening. Like during the shoot, I couldn't have imagined all of this happening. And so it's kind of like a very pleasant surprise, all of this.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time. Congratulations on the film. I can't wait to see what's happening next. And
you're freeze. Yeah, freeze.
Can you see me? Am I good? Am I still here?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a good. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Falling off the top of